They're $500 billion.
Morning, folks. Let's see if we can get this thing working. I got to put the safety key in. It's raining. I'm not going to clip this on. We're back. 2, 1. And we go. This thing needs to go faster. So it's raining this morning. Mom and Dad are down there. Mom is still watching on the YouTube, even though I'm right up here. She wants different perspectives. She likes to see what the installation looks like. I don't want to run. I'm going too fast. Here we go. Doing all right. I feel like I've come full circle with my sleep schedule productivity. I went from productive to lazy to productive. Hey, man. Right back into it. Benjamin Sarnitsky, good morning. Audrey, good morning. Charlotte, good morning. Charlie, the long beep shredded my eardrum. Oh, I can bring it back. Happy Friday, everyone. Mama Fish is a true fan. You have no idea, AJ. You have no idea. Hello, Amanda Gilden. Oh. You like the platform switch? So, this isn't the platform switch we're necessarily talking about. I had an epiphany the other day. I was standing, and I thought to myself, you can Zoom from your phone. Why don't you do your live stream from your phone on Zoom? Never thought of that. So we may try that. Would we all be in favor of that? So you wouldn't get a notification from YouTube. What we would do is we'd create a remind, and the remind would send the link out every morning at 8 a.m. What do we think? Any thoughts? Let me know. You like YouTube. Ben, why do you like YouTube? Tell us why. You like me having to carry my laptop? You like that I have to suffer? Oh, I saw that look, Ma. I saw it. If you get to 1,000 subs, can't you make money? You can, but I'm not going to turn it on. No, he was trying to take the short way. He needs to get to 1,000 subscribers. It's not the short way. It's just the more efficient thinking outside the box. Because I don't know if we'll get all those subs we need. They're talking down there. Oh. God, what's if there are people who want to start watching him from outside the school district, how would they get the remind messages? It would just be the same link. So what I would do is I put YouTube up, and that YouTube video would just have the link for the Zoom. So all this stuff has been going through my brain, like, how do we get our friend Victor to go to the Zoom? Oh, it's Jay's birthday today. One of my friends from college. YouTube is nice, but I'd be okay if you did webinar type stuff with Zoom. Chat still works. Yeah. So what I would do is I would disable all your audios. I disable all your videos. And it would just be me through the woods on my phone. We may try it tomorrow. So if anyone's interested, we may try it tomorrow at 8 a.m. You should pan the camera right down. She says no. She's waving it off. I can do it, Ma. Don't you dare. You want to talk about a meltdown. My quarantine would get much worse. So we'll give it a few more minutes here until we call Mr. DUANE. Big subscriber news yesterday. Emma DUANE followed us on YouTube because she saw that her dad was going to be the special guest. Let's see. AJ, you listened to the draft last night? Anyone watch the NFL draft? The first sporting event in a month? Dog will run pace for a 20-minute mile. It's pretty slow, but we're also going uphill. We have a pretty significant incline going. Of course, I'm about to kill Howie. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Good old Howie. Or I might just... No, don't do that. That's hiking pace. That's... Well, like I said, we're going uphill. We're at 3 miles an hour. We may pick it up a little bit. We'll get a good workout in. I had an extra handful of gummy bears yesterday. I'm feeling it this morning. Is it raining up in Pennsylvania today? What's the weather like down there? It's supposed to rain down here for like 4 days. The Jets made the best move possible. Becton, to most people, was the best tackle in the draft. They got him at 11. They could have gone wide receiver, but they really had 2 options: wide receiver and tackle. And by going wide, if they went wide receiver, it's not going to matter if Sam Darnold can't stay vertical. Oh, the Giants, how about it? That was a reach. That was a reach. Dad, what are you doing? He has his earbuds in, so he can't hear me live, but he can hear me. Oh, there he is. Clouds, dark, and boring. What's he say? Does my voice sound better through the interwebs? Probably. I should get like a filter. Like a Darth Vader filter or like a Scottish filter. That'd be great. All right, let's pick it up a little bit. 3.2 miles an hour. Up to 24 people. We crested at 41 for Mrs. G last week. Not that it's a popularity contest. Whew. 70 degrees up here. It's hot. That's fine. Don't come up and open a window. But if you come up, Mom, you're going on camera. No. It's great. Thank you. I'm fine. Thanks, Mom. Your mothers will always be your mothers. Don't forget it. I said it. Let's get some Mister. Is this supposed to be summer? Ben, I'm sorry that you don't have the gravel under the feet this morning. And you're dealing with a treadmill. Is it 8:15 yet? We still have 5 minutes. Mr. DUANE actually sent me a couple videos on Friday or Wednesday, and he wanted me to shoot them out to you guys. But I tried to shoot them out, and so the video quality from him to me diminished it significantly. And when I tried to test it and send it to somebody, it was just, you couldn't understand it. We'll let him tell you guys what's going on here. So, your finger slipped. Yeah, you still got sleep hands, huh? So, drummers, we sent out a link for your audition music, for your placement music. We won't call it audition music. Section leader, drum major, IMC stuff is due today by 3 o'clock. Get it done. It's 3:01, it's late. Oy. Okay. We're bumping up our time. We're now at an 18-minute mile, Mr. Gobbler. 18-minute mile. I may have to slow down. Mr. Dwayne gets here. That. Or pull it down. Oh, Lord, what? What are you lording, Audrey? Speed demon. Get the heart rate up. Gotta stay healthy during this quarantine, folks. The Dolphins might be in a good. I know. I like all the Drew Brees comparisons they were drawing last night. We'll see. We'll see. All right. So, in case you guys are wondering what today is, in terms of holidays, today is Arbor Day, April 24th. Today is the Day of Dialogue. It is Fashion Revolution Day. So I don't know what that means. But if you want to start a fashion revolution, today's the day to start it. It is Hairball Awareness Day. What's the matter, Ma? Huh? Yeah. Mom's talking about breakfast already. Already, it's like 8:15. Almost 8:15. Morning, Victor. I think it was a good pick because you don't have to start them right away because you already have the bearded wonder, Ryan Fitzpatrick. Yeah. He's a good player, man. The bearded wonder. Today is National Pigs in a Blanket Day. Do it. National Teach Children to Save Day. Ready, children? Save. There you go. Mission accomplished. It's National New Kids on the Block Day. New Kids on the Block Day? World Day for Animals in Laboratories. Save money. Save anything. The earth. Your favorite animal. I'm assuming I mean money. So, all right. We're 26 people. Here's the phone call. We're going to pull the angle down here. This incline's going to make it a little tough to talk. You guys are going to have to let me know if you can hear him okay. I'm going to try and set him on the treadmill. How many things are we celebrating in one day? Abby, we celebrate everything. We are an equal opportunity celebrator. Okay, Mr. Dwayne.
Hi, Mr. Fisher.
Hello, Mr. Dwayne. How are you? Can you guys hear him? Let's see. I pull the speaker up here. It's as loud as it gets. Mr. Dwayne, are you there?
Yes, I am.
We're having a hard time hearing you.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, okay. He's coming in.
I got you on speaker. Does this help?
Hey, can we hear him?
Can you guys hear me?
Can you hear him okay? I'll slow it down. Just so I'm not as loud either. Oh, Mr. Dwayne, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, and how are you doing, Mr. Fisher?
We're doing well, thank you very much. How's how you been the past few weeks?
Well, I've been well. It's good. A pandemic is a strange time to start a diet, but I've lost 10 pounds.
10 pounds. Wow.
Yep. I'm feeling great. Hiking with the dog every day. It's sort of like my life, except when I surf for you guys. It's sort of like I'm already retired. I don't really have too much to do during the day, so I just read a lot. I play guitar a lot.
Oh, he's got his guitar there, huh?
Is that too loud?
Oh, no, not too loud at all.
So, yeah, playing guitar, been playing bass a lot, practicing lots of music, Latin music. I just got 2 bass books. One is called The Lost Art of Country Bass.
The Lost Art of Country Bass.
Of country bass. It goes through old Hank Williams style bass players. And then I've got a book called Reggae Bass, because my band that I play with, we sometimes throw in calypso tunes and stuff. So I'm always expanding and trying to learn new stuff.
You always have to be prepared as a bass player to be able to throw down so many different types of tunes and all those bass lines. Everyone thinks that the bass player is an easy job, but the style though of playing bass, and like you said, the calypso is a very specific type of form.
Yes, and it's interesting. I play with guys from other countries. We do a lot of Spanish music. Our accordionist is from Ecuador. Our lead guitar player is from Cuba. Our percussionist is from Panama.
Oh my gosh! What an eclectic group.
Yes, and are any of your music theory students on?
Let's see. Xavier's here.
Okay.
There's a few. Amanda Gilden's here, I know.
Okay.
So yeah, we have a few theory kids.
Here's an interesting challenge. Our accordionist was this lovely 78-year-old gentleman from Ecuador. He plays beautiful accordion tunes. He knows a million songs, but he was raised in the solfege school of music. So he was raised with the diatonic notes, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Right.
And you can play in any key with Bill, but do is always C.
He's in fixed do instead of movable do.
Yes. So we do a lot of Spanish songs. They have to be A minor, D minor, E7 songs.
Right.
That's a minor 1, a minor 4, and a dominant 5 chord. And we don't know the song before he starts to play it. He starts calling out the chords, but he calls them out in Spanish. And so la, A minor would be la, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, it's the 6. And I had to figure out that meant A minor.
Oh my gosh.
And from there we just took off and he called out re menor, and you had to know that was D minor. So it's a great experience. Play with as many people as you can, because they'll really expand your musical palette.
Mrs. Bamberger says hello. Hi, Miss Bamberger.
Hello, Mrs. Bamberger. Hello, Chris. It's good to see you virtually.
See you virtually, yeah. Does anyone out there have any questions for Mr. Duane? I guess my question what was it like in a house raising essentially 2 adults from the time they were 3?
Oh, it was fabulous. I just loved every moment. They're two. For those of you who know my kids, they graduated in 2018 from Southern Lehigh, both in band. They're both in college and doing great. They're both on Dean's List. They're just 2 terrific human beings. The hard part was being an attorney early on. My wife is still the attorney. I became a stay-at-home dad when the kids started in 1st grade. My company started to lay off people. I took what's called a severance package and decided okay, we're going to take our belts up and I'll stay home and raise the kid. But those first 5 years sort of are a blur because I was driving to New Jersey to practice law every day. But the highlight of my day was coming home and holding them and seeing them. All I ever really tried to do was just try to be gentle and kind with them and expose them to as many things to learn as possible. They had music. They had me playing guitar all the time in the house. Even this is DUANE sings, so we would sing to them all the time. We would read to them a lot. We'd make up stories a lot. We'd turn the TV off a lot and just try to create stuff. We live on 3 acres in an old stone farmhouse in a barn, so they had a lot of room to run around.
Right.
And we were out in the yard a lot. But they were just delightful. They were just delightful, fabulous people. They still are. So in that regard, it was easy. The hard part was trying to work, trying to see you virtually. But it was great once they got in school because they're both really good students. And the hard part was catching up with them. Their math classes. I'm not very good at math. When they got to about the 6th grade, I couldn't help them anymore.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Could always help them with the English, but not the math. So we just relied on their teachers, and your teachers are great. Southern Lehigh teachers are the best. And you folks give and give and give. And we took and took and took. We took advantage of everything that we had, especially the band. I do want to say to the kids in marching band, especially to the seniors, I'm so sorry that this pandemic is happening to you your senior year, but if there's anybody prepared for the chaos of the world, it's you marching band kids. Think back to the Wallen Popak game, and think back to the Whitehall game, and think back to last year's Penridge game. You guys went the longest season ever in the school's history, and you performed every week. But not only did you perform, for those 10 minutes that you did your show, it took you 5 or 6 hours to be there. And you guys had to carry stuff, had to play in the rain, had to play in the freezing cold, had to play in the heat, had to play in July, had to do Mr. Fisher's exercises. All of those things that you learned how to do are going to help you in life. You multitask perfectly. You can play an instrument and march. Very few people can do that. And you had to do it next to people whom you might not have really liked that much. That is life, my friends. And you're going to experience that every single day when you go to work. You're going to have to try to get along with people you like and some people you don't like. Marching band has really prepared you for that. And so I feel very confident that you're all going to do okay after this pandemic nonsense is over.
Truer words have never been spoken, Mr. DUANE. Quite an inspiration. You know, when Mr. DUANE was a band parent, helping out with the music parents. You were the treasurer, weren't you, Mr. DUANE?
Yes.
And you know, when it was time for the kids to leave and go to college, his own kids, we asked him if he would be interested in coming back on and helping as a staff member because of how much he did and how much he volunteered his time. And, you know, for being honest, he still volunteers his time. He doesn't get paid a lot to hang around, but one of the best people to have. You know, it's always been my my philosophy. I'd rather have a great person than, you know, someone who's overly good at their craft. And with Mr. DUANE, we really have someone who's the best of both worlds. You know, one of this, some of you younger kids, but we had you playing in our pit orchestras when we didn't have a bass player before the reign of Derek Weller.
Yes, Derek, go Derek.
So, what was the first show you played? Did you play Sister Act with us?
Yes.
And
I loved it so much. Thank you. I love that Mr. Fisher let me play with my kids. I got to play with them twice. Both Emma and Sean were in the pit orchestra for Sister Act and the Little Mermaid. And he let me play. And I never thought I'd get a chance to gig with my kids. and it's one of the thrills of my lifetime. And I've been a lawyer for a long time, and that was so way much more fun than being a lawyer.
Yeah, I mean, I don't sit here and I say I let you play. You were just as critical and important of a part to that pit orchestra as anyone else. You know, he walked in and you really demonstrated what it was like to be a professional. I mean, you always had questions. If you didn't know something, you weren't afraid to ask. If I wasn't clear about something, you asked and it clarified everything for the group. And having him there really taught, myself included, and everyone around us, what it's like to be a professional musician. So we appreciate everything you do for us here. Jack Zeitz says
Jack!
He misses you. He got up and fell back asleep.
I miss you too, Jack. Thank you, buddy. I can't wait to see you, and it'll be soon.
Mr. DUANE, AJ wants, I don't know if, I'm sure he's got a busy one point here. One of our sectionals.
Cool. I'd like that very much.
Anyone have any questions for Mr. DUANE? All 28 of you people here? What has he been up to during the quarantine? What was life like in law school? What was that experience like? What do you guys want to know about the incomparable, the incomparable Mr. DUANE? Or do you just want to hear him play guitar? Is that running on empty?
Rock and roll, baby.
Yeah, hey, we should play Name That Tune. Hey, here we go.
Okay.
AJ's really good at this. So here we go. We're going to come up with a tune.
Should I start to sing, or will that give it away?
I think that'll give it away.
Okay.
We don't want to go with lyrics.
It's kind of hard to get that one because it's just the rhythm part.
Usually AJ's our go-to on this. Now that I'm playing, there's a lot of pressure. It's not running on empty, right?
It is.
It is running on empty?
Jackson Brown. It's not on the road, rushing under my wheels. Yep.
Yeah, okay. We're 1 for 1. Here we go. Number 2. Keep going. We'll let them get this one. Oh, come on. Let's see. Don't make my dad answer the question. He stopped watching his YouTube video. Bye, everyone. Stay well. She has the guidance going. Bye, Mrs. G. Sounds like the Full House theme. Nash says Day Tripper.
Day Tripper is correct.
Yeah.
Nash is the man.
Good old Nash Bash. Good job, Nash.
How about one more?
Okay. And Mrs. Garrido got Day Tripper too. Good job, Mrs. G. Oh, Tyler, that's close back in the USSR. All right, one more. Here we go. Ooh, that's a goodie. That's a goodie. Who's got it? Let's see. Do we have any guesses?
Think of how old I am. I'm 61. I came of age in the early 70s.
Mr. Sarnitsky is giving you guys a clue.
All right, Ben.
No, not Ben Sarnitsky. Not Ben Sarnitsky. Mr. Sarnitsky, the father of Ben.
Yes.
That's a good clue. It's a great clue.
Here's the ending. That one might be too obscure.
Do we call him Mr. Sarnitsky here?
Any guesses?
Let's see. Mr. Sarnitsky has his Neil Young in.
Yes.
Needle and Damage Done.
Yes. Ta-da! I seen the needle and the damage done. Yep, that's it.
You got it. Good job, Mr. Sarnitsky. Oh, man. So, you guys, Mr. Fisher, will you come to the next Nash Bash? I that's going to be a hard pass. I'm sorry. Ugh. So, Mr. Duane, you were a lawyer. Like, what were the kind of things, if you're able to talk? Like, what as a lawyer, what were the kind of cases that you were dealing with?
Well, how many of you know Mr. Malik, math teacher at the high school?
Everyone knows Mr. Malik. Everyone loves Mr. Malik. AJ, we'll get to your question after this.
I worked on Mr. Malik's pension plan.
Oh, wow.
I was a pension tax lawyer. I did retirement, 401k plan, and pension tax law. I spent 8 years at IRS headquarters learning the pension provisions of the tax code after law school. I have 2 law degrees. I got my first regular doctorate in law. Then I went to Georgetown. I got a second law degree in tax. While there, I met my boss, who hired me at the IRS. He taught me all the pension provisions of the tax code, and I had a very boring, nerdy job making sure that large companies' retirement plans, you teachers might know this as a 403B plan. It's like a 401k plan for teachers. I had to make sure that those were all tax qualified with the IRS so that everything was well and the plans could go along. The employees could get a current deduction for the exclusion from income, and the employers could get a current deduction for the amounts that went in. One of our big clients in the New Jersey law firm was Lucent Technology.
That sounds like a lot of work.
It is. This is one day, for example, the kinds of amounts that I dealt with. I had to take Lucent Technologies to the IRS to get what are called VIBA tax exemptions, and I did. I was successful, and I got them exemptions for $5.2 billion. So those were the amounts that I dealt with.
Wow.
Now, Mrs. Duane is the smartest lawyer I know. She's at PPL. She is a corporate lawyer. We've been married 30. It'll be 31 years next month. I'll bet, and we talk about the law a lot. Emmett and Sean probably have good verbal skills because they grew up listening to a couple of lawyers. And I'll bet you 99% of what we've talked about is Mrs. DUANE's work, and 1% what we've talked about is my work. And it's usually right before she needs to fall asleep at night.
Wow.
That's a joke, kids, meaning what I do is really boring.
Oh.
So that's the kind of stuff in a nutshell that I did. I worked on pensions and 401k plan tax work.
Wow. So AJ has a question. Do you like country music better, or do you like Kenny G?
I like them both. I've had more opportunity to play country. But Kenny G, now that I'm a bass player and I can read bass music, I'd love to have a chance to play some to play the bass lines to Kenny G. Because what you just heard me play, that's completely self-taught. I could sit down and write that out if I took my time, but I really couldn't read that because it goes by too fast.
Wow.
And I just taught myself how to do that. So country's a lot of fun at parties. Country's a lot of fun at the farmer's market where I play. Kenny G probably wouldn't go over too big there.
Yeah, how about it?
Yeah.
Huh.
Although it's great, and I love that stuff.
Yeah, AJ loves Kenny G. Audrey loves Kenny G.
Yep.
The ringtone when I call my mother is Kenny G. I can't escape Kenny. I can't escape him.
What I love, and here's a little musical thing. What I found that I really love about music, maybe that's why I've been drawn to the bass in the last 5 years. I've been playing guitar. This September will be 50 years. I've only been playing bass about 5 years. What I'm drawn to is the rhythm. I really like syncopation a lot. You don't get that a lot in some basic country stuff.
Right.
But in jazz, Kenny G and funk, the Spister Act, music that we played, it was all R&B and funk. I just love the syncopation.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
If that makes sense.
Oh, definitely. Oh. Mr. DUANE, we appreciate you coming in on our Phone a Friend Friday.
Oh, you betcha. Thank you, folks. I love you guys. I wish you could see the shirt I was wearing. I'm wearing right now. It's my Southern Lehigh Music T-shirt with Mr. DUANE on the back. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And for all you kids, I don't know what's going to happen with the future, but I hope to see you all in July out on the field.
It's a fact. Hey, everyone say bye to Mr. DUANE. Thank you so much, sir.
Goodbye, everybody. I miss you.
We'll talk soon.
You betcha.
See you, bud.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Does it get better than Mr. DUANE, folks? I venture not. Alright, so we're going to finish this out. We're going to get our 2 miles in. We're going to pick it up a little bit. So that was the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. DUANE. You guys are surrounded by some phenomenal people at Southern Lehigh. With Mr. DUANE, Mrs. G, Mr. Malik, Mr. Gogler. You guys don't know how lucky you really are. I just got taller. Run. Audrey, I will run. That's our deal. I told you I would run when you started running. If I get a video of you running, I'll start running. Virtually surrounded. Yes, you are virtually surrounded. Hardy, har, Xavier. We're almost there. Another 5 minutes, we should make it. So what are you guys going to do with your day today? Anything exciting? We have our Zoom section chats starting at 9 a.m. sharp. Dust off the sneakers. Well, it depends on if it's raining or not. But that'll be the Zoom. We'll be Zooming tomorrow. If it's raining, we'll see what's going on. I'm gonna go on our sectional chat. Well, AJ, you'll be the only one there. The good thing about a treadmill is it kind of sets the pace for you. You take those small power walking mall steps, you're in trouble. Whew. So, leadership packets due day at 3. Zooms all day. Your schoolwork is done by 3. If you're doing graduation recordings, those are going to be due today by midnight, so I can work on them over the weekend. Okay? Yeah. Treadmills suck. That's what my heart rate is. It's registering. It's still registering. 127. It should be a little higher to get in the peak zone here. Ooh. And I got a 1/10 of a mile left and we'll be done. So it's important to stay healthy, guys. Get moving. Let's try and say it every episode. What? Depends on how many people actually turn it in, what the process is. Excuse me. I have to talk to the panel. You know, Mrs. G, Mr. Roof, Mr. Gogler, Mrs. Spritzer, Mr. DUANE, and see how we want to move forward. Depends on how many kids, like I said. You know, you're going to have to do a recording. So I'm going to give you a week to get a recording done. Just kind of like we did last year where I dropped the recording. So that's going to be something that's going to be coming up here shortly. Okay. 0.02. 0.01. Man, it's a long 1/100th of a mile. And, wait for it, 2 miles. Okay. Incline down. Speed down. How many miles? We go 2 miles. It's not a killer pace. Mrs. Garrell is back. We don't go super fast. But we just did 2 miles. 45 minutes worth. Whenever we do it with oh, that's good. Quick meetings are always nice. This is only the second time on the treadmill. We try and go for 45 minutes, and I slow it down when we invite our guest on because the stepping gets too loud. So, well, folks, stay healthy, get active, do something. Right? It doesn't need to be a walk. You know, whether that's just playing Wii Sports, whether that is getting a hula hoop out, throwing a ball, do something just to get yourself moving. All right? Be healthy, be active, take care of yourself. Okay? We'll probably walk tomorrow. Once I know what the weather's going to be like, I'll let you know. But definitely Monday. Remember, leadership packets due 3 o'clock for the IMC drum major sectionals. Graduation recordings due today by midnight. Homework for school due at 3 o'clock. If you're writing letters for our community service project to COVID-19 patients, nurses, and doctors, we'd like those mailed out today. I wrote mine to the CEO yesterday of St. Luke's. So, hey, folks, stay safe, stay healthy, get moving. And I'll see you soon. Have a good Friday. See ya.